What is up, my magic miscreants? Risen Dragon here with a fun deck for you today, and today I'm going to start with a question. Who at Wizards thought that this card, Slick Shot Show Off, was a good idea? With a flying and haste, and whenever you cast a non-creature spell, it gets +2/+0 until end of turn. Who thought that this was a good idea? To give this thing flying and an absolutely broken prowess mechanic. I'd like to know. I'd really like to know, because today we're looking at trying to figure out how to break this card, okay? And I think we do a pretty good job of it. We will do a pretty good job of it. So let's look at this deck. This is a Gruul prowessy type build, but there's so much great synergy. It's so aggressive. Let's look at it. Felonious Rage. Target creature you control gets +2/+0 and gains haste until end of turn. When it dies, create a 2/2 white and blue detective creature token, so kind of a 2-for-1 there. We know what this card does. Kumano faces Kakazan. After it goes through its sagas, it turns into an etching of Kumano, and if a creature dealt damage this turn, it gets exiled. Monastery Swift Spear with haste and prowess. Monstrous Rage, +2/+0 till end of turn. Create a monster roll so it gets more. Okay, enchanted creature gets +1/+1 and has trample. We're running Audacity to give us a little bit of card draw. Gets +2/+0 and has trample. When it's put into a graveyard from the battlefield, draw a card. Picnic Ruiner. Oh boy, whenever you control a creature with power 4 or greater, Picnic Ruiner gets double strike till end of turn. Yavimaya Iconoclast. With a kicker, it gets haste, and it can be a 4/3. Fun card. This is a new card that I think is kind of fun. This is from Murders at Karlov Manor. You look at the top 6 cards of your library. It's called Breakout. You may reveal a creature from among them. If that card has mana value 2 or less, put it onto the battlefield and it gains haste until end of turn. If you didn't put the revealed card onto the battlefield this way, put it into your hand and put the rest on the bottom of your library in any order. So it triggers the show off, and it's just fun stuff. You can throw stuff down. Ruby Daring Tracker has haste. Whenever Ruby Daring Tracker attacks while you control a creature with power 4 or greater, it gets +2/+0 till end of turn. Plus, it can ramp up into stuff. Samut, Vizier of Naktamun. We've played with this one before a little bit. First strike, Vigilance in haste. Whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, if that creature entered the battlefield this turn, draw a card. Okay, so you can see where this deck is going. It is an aggressive and very, very solid fast build. Sideboard, Royal Treatment, Snakeskin Veil, Brotherhood's End, I should say, Into the Fire for some sweepers. Play with Fire. Smuggler's Surprise is an interesting one. We can mill cards. We can put creatures you control with power 4 or greater gain hexproof and indestructible till end of turn, so on and so forth. Lightning Strike is another great one to have in the sideboard as well. So this deck goes as low to the ground as it possibly can. We try to get as many of these Slick Shot Show Off stuffs to trigger, and it's just a fun deck to play. I really have been enjoying it. If you're new to my channel, we are we do a best of 1 and we do a best of 3, so you can see how the deck functions in either one of those environments. If you like what you see, please like and subscribe. And without further ado, let's get to the Unbridled Gruul Rage games, kids. And we're against Scooney 8685 for our best of 1 match. Not the greatest, but we do have some options, so I think we go with that. We see what Scooney has in mind. And again, we're against skeletons. How fun are you? Let's do this. Let's see if we can find something. Yeah, Slick Shot Show Off is a great idea. Let's throw that down. See what they've got. I'm guessing they're going to kill it. Yep, that's fine. We'll take 2. I think we do this, and then we do this. And she begets big! Boom. You have a go for the throat? You have tiny bones, huh? Do I go for the throat? Nah, I guess case the stash skeleton. How fun are you? There's that. Excellent. Boom. Do this. We do this. Okay. Draw a card. Ooh. Yeah, that's a problem. But now our problem is do they have spot removal? No, they don't. So I think we get them. Yeah, I think we get them. Yep. Okay, let's go to the best of 3. We're against Beranius of the BPC. I think we've played against this person before. I want to say I've played against this person. We are on the draw. We have not had luck with this deck today. Just absolute no luck with this deck today. We haven't gotten any of our hasters or anything like that. But Ruby is an interesting one. Valiant Veteran. Yeah, sure. Okay. Well, Kumano is also interesting. But I think we're going to put down... and put this down. Then we put down a Kumano. No. Here's what we do. We do a Ruby. And let's do Kumano. Audacity. Doesn't have first strike, but... oh yeah, it does now. Okay, they just say, you know what? I don't like what I see here. We're gonna go with that. Okay. A bit on the slow side, but we can work with this. And that's how we work with this. We go into a ridge. Alright, let's do a bonus best of 3 then. We are against Nick for our best of 3 match. We will keep because Picnic Ruiner is... okay, Hopeful Initiate. So we could be looking at an aggro build here. Human aggro build. Cool. Let's throw this down. Swing. If they're foolish enough to block, which they are, that's fine by me. Oh, is this Azorius aggro? Interesting. Okay, Azorius Warriors. Fun. Let's do this. Prowess. And then let's do the Iconoclast. We're not going to attack in. We want to give them some pretty big... okay, Denic. That's interesting. Oh, it's Azorius Soldiers. How fun are you? Yeah, this is not going to be fun. Do this. This kind of come in over the top, maybe? Intrepid Adversary. Well, that's going to get interesting. Don't really know what I can do against this aside from putting in a sideboard item. Try to get some across, but wow, this is aggressive. What is it today with people god drawing against me? It's like absolutely unreal. Well, we go big, I guess. But the problem is we're not getting any... They're not getting any smaller. So that's a problem. So let's do this. Yeah, I think we just have to block that. Yeah, let's go all out on this and see what they do. Okay. And unfortunately it doesn't give it trample, but we can at least try to do some stuff here. Alright, so that dies. And that will do it for this match. So we have to throw in some, I think we have to put in a Brotherhood's End. Let's take out an Audacity. Let's take out a Kumano. Let's try that. Alright. Yeah, so you really need the Swift Spear, I think, in this particular build. I can't today. Cannot. I'm gonna say we do that. And we do the breakout simply... Okay, you have a Warden of the Inner Sky. How fun are you? Let's do breakout. Slick Shot Show Off is a good idea. Try and get some damage across at least. You're running ossification in this build? Okay. I can't. I just can't. I just simply cannot. Thalia. Of course you're running Thalia. Let's do that. A little bit of pressure, so draw a card. Fine. That works. More soldiers. Some pressure on them. Okay. That dies. Okay, fine. Of course, no matter what pressure I do, Harbin, that's cool. With a Siege Veteran, because that's what you do. Just don't have it today. And of course you get that. You can tell I'm salty and frustrated because, you know, this deck just in testing just absolutely ran people over, and now that we're on the ladder, it's just kind of like, well, kind of meh, but that's alright. Sure, you come through over the top. Good game. All right, let's go to the post-game analysis. So I'm gonna come right out and say it. This was very underwhelming. Very disappointing. Very underwhelming. Not my best, but I do want to point out that the potential is there with this deck to really swing out. It dies to aggression. It really is one of those builds you have to have a hasty boy out there and no tap lands. I'm going to say get rid of your tap lands just because of the fact that, you know, just in this deck they're just slow. They're in the way. So what I would do is swap out your ridge lines, your rockfall veils. Just throw in mountains and forests. That way you're not drawing into your bristling backwoods or your Copperline Gorges. I think that my Achilles heel with this was the ridgeline and the veil. But that being said, in those matches where we did, you know, thoroughly dominate the opponent, it was fast and it was fun to see. You didn't really get to... once more, the show-off did not really show up to an extent. I think maybe in the best of one it did, but you know, overall, this is a deck that just... You need to have these hasties ready to go in your opening hand, or else you're just gonna get run over by aggression. And also too, mono black zombies are coming back, and we're gonna do a zombie build with Dimir in the coming weeks, so I hope that goes better than this one. I'm again a little bit disappointed with this build, but you can't win them all. And I think the pieces are there. So if you like what you see, please like, please subscribe, and as always, my magic miscreants, may you always be on the play, and may all your spells hit the battlefield. Risen Dragon is out. Enjoy the rest of your Friday.